I believed my best friend, I trusted her, and now I feel like love slipped through my fingers. Back in high school, my best friend Sophie and I were inseparable. We shared everything, every secret, every laugh, every plan. I trusted her completely. Then Reese came along. Loud, playful, impossible to ignore. Everyone liked him, but I didn't. Not because of who he was, but because of Sophie's story. One afternoon, Sophie pulled me aside in a quiet corner of the cafeteria. Her voice was low, urgent. "He humiliated me, in front of everyone. You have to believe me." I did. I believed her. Fully. We told our classmates. Screenshots were shared. Whispers followed him down the hallways. By the end of the week, the boy everyone had laughed with became the boy everyone avoided. I didn't bother to see what really happened. I didn't question it. And honestly, I felt good. My best friend got the justice she deserved. High school ended. Life moved on. And so did I. Then, college. And that's when I saw him again. On the basketball court, dribbling with effortless skill under the golden sunlight. Same scar above his brow. Same face I remembered. But somehow different. Handsome, confident, grown. My heart skipped. I froze, caught between recognition and surprise. High school was gone. The person he had become was impossible to ignore. And for the first time, I felt like I should talk to him. I didn't know what I expected. Maybe a smile, maybe recognition. But when the game ended, I knew I had to say something. I approached him as he wiped sweat from his brow, the golden sunlight catching the edges of his scar. You played really well," I said, my voice a little unsteady. He glanced at me, polite, calm, and nodded with a small smile. We exchanged contacts, casual words passing between us, yet my heart was racing. High school felt far behind, but seeing him now made the past feel urgent, alive. A few days later, fate brought us together again in the library. We were on opposite sides of a group project table, surrounded by laptops, textbooks, and the quiet hum of students. I sat across from him, pretending to focus on my notes, trying to hide the flutter in my chest. He looked calm, confident, unaware of who I really was. "Try it this way," he said softly, leaning over my laptop to adjust a slide. Our fingers brushed for just a moment, and I laughed nervously at my silly mistake. "You're too good at this," I teased. Moments like these multiplied, quiet debates over textbooks, shared laughter, subtle teasing. I felt a curiosity I hadn't expected, a sense of relief that maybe he wasn't the person I had assumed back in high school. Later, I found Sophie, my voice trembling as I admitted, "I saw him. Reese, he's different. I finally met him." She sighed, heavy with a truth I had never questioned. "No, he never did anything. I knew you'd defend me." My stomach sank. Everything I had felt back then, the anger, the satisfaction of defending my friend, my dismissal of his side, it had been built on someone else's words. I had never questioned it. I had never asked him. And now the weight of it pressed down on me. The past had returned, reshaped by the person standing before me. And I didn't know what he thought of me, of all the years I had believed without seeing. Even after knowing what really happened, I couldn't tell him. Every time I tried, my chest tightened, and fear whispered that if he knew, I'd lose him. So I stayed quiet, pretending the past didn't exist, even as it lingered between us. We bonded quickly, closer than I ever expected. The kind of closeness that sneaks up on you, one late-night text, one shared silence at a time. I already had a boyfriend then. But with Reese, I didn't care. It felt different. Real. Like the world was daring me to feel something I shouldn't. One afternoon at the library, we worked side by side on a project. I was struggling, frustrated at a stubborn slide. He leaned closer, his fingers brushing the keyboard. "Try it this way," he said, fixing it with a few quick taps. I laughed. "You make it look too easy." He smiled. "You always overthink. And you never do." I couldn't stop thinking about that moment. About how safe it felt. How wrong it felt to be this happy knowing what I'd hidden. Later, we started taking night walks after study sessions, snacking, joking, talking about everything and nothing. The silence between us had changed. It wasn't awkward anymore, it was warm, alive. But peace never lasts. That night, I left him in my room for a few minutes to get water. He was fixing something on my laptop. He always did that, effortlessly, like he belonged there. When I came back, he wasn't typing. He was just staring at the screen. The glow from it made his face unreadable. I followed his gaze and froze. My heart dropped. "Sophie, have you told Reese yet?" The chat was open. Not just the message. The whole conversation. He didn't say a word, but I saw it, recognition in his eyes. "Reese, please," I started, stepping forward, my throat tight. "It's not." "Don't," he said quietly, his voice shaking with something between anger and disbelief. "I was going to tell you. I just didn't know how." He pushed back his chair, standing abruptly. "You knew, and you still let me sit here. Like none of it mattered." "Please listen to me," I said, tears stinging my eyes. But he was already heading for the door. I followed him outside, barefoot, the night air cold against my skin. "Reese, wait." He stopped at the edge of the path, turning just enough for me to see the pain in his eyes. Not hatred. Not yet. Just betrayal. "I thought you were different," he said softly. Then he turned away and walked off into the dark. We didn't talk for days. I tried to convince myself to move on, to leave it alone, but I couldn't. I had to make him understand. One night, I texted him, "Can we talk?" He didn't reply right away. But later, when the campus had gone quiet, he showed up. "Reese," I began, my voice trembling. "I didn't know. Back then, I didn't know what Sophie said wasn't true. I swear I thought I was protecting her. I should have told you sooner," I said, my throat tightening. "But I was scared. Scared of losing what we have now." He replied, "I know, Sarah. I get it. I just needed time." That was enough to break me. The tears I'd been holding back finally fell, and before I could stop myself, the words slipped out. "I like you," I said quietly. "More than I should." He blinked, stunned. He looked away. "Sarah, it's not right." "Why?" I whispered. "Because of the past?" He shook his head. "Because you have someone. And he's my friend." The words landed like a blade. I wanted to argue, to tell him my relationship was fading, that what I felt for him was real, but he had already taken a step back. "Reese, please." He met my eyes one last time. "You deserve honesty. And right now, I can't give you what you're asking for." Then he left. I stood there, frozen. I couldn't believe it. That night, I couldn't sleep. My mind replayed every moment, every laugh, every shared glance that had once felt so simple. The late-night snacks, the teasing in the library, the quiet talks after class, the way his hand brushed mine when passing a pen. I kept asking myself if it was truly because of my boyfriend, or because the past had left scars deeper than I thought. He stopped replying to my texts after that night. No calls, no messages. Just silence. And in that silence, I realized something I never wanted to admit. Sometimes love doesn't end because it fades. It ends because someone decides they can't survive it.